Sui investors, this is your final warning. And by Sui, guys, I do not mean the celebration of Cristiano Ronaldo as a coin by any means. I do not believe Cristiano Ronaldo is involved in this in any way, but we're talking about the layer one coin in the cryptocurrency space. So looking at Sui, it's currently sitting at the just shy of $3.50 mark with a fairly modest market cap of around $12 billion. So by no means, guys, is this a massive coin by market cap, but at the same time, it's not a tiny coin by market cap. And when we look at Sui, guys, I think it's important to note that it is a relatively newer coin. It launched back in 2023, and it has this ability to move due to the fact that it is slightly less established in the space than a lot of the other top coins that we're seeing. And in many ways, it reminds me of Solana. So, as you guys know, with Solana, that coin went absolutely mental during 2023, and Sui has been a coin that's been on my radar, and I have kind of feel like I missed out a little bit not buying. It can be a little bit discouraging to kind of want to get back in at these higher levels, but at the end of the day, guys, when it comes to crypto investing, it's you can't catch all of the coins. You're never going to be able to get in all the coins, and I was filling up all my other important coins back then. The Solanas, the Adas, and I still think Sui has a massive potential, and I'm going to talk to you about that in a moment. But it's important, guys, don't get too discouraged when you see a price action like that. I think that altcoin season is still on the way, and there's a lot of things to look forward to. Quick disclaimer, guys, please read this with care. This video is not financial advice. Crypto is volatile and highly risky. No results are guaranteed. This content is for experienced users only, and there's a full legal disclaimer in the description below. So, looking at Sui at the moment, guys, it's currently sitting at the $2 billion mark, and we've seen it back in 2023 here. In its inception here, it's at 35 million, sorry, and now it's surpassed over the 2 billion mark. So this is showing the fact that all of the Sui that's been staked and locked away has grown exponentially over the course of the last 2 years. And this, to me, indicates that a lot of investors believe in the long-term vision of Sui. They believe in its real-world use case and its ability to actually function and make a difference in the world. So when we look at this, generally coins that have more total value locked and we're seeing an increase are generally coins that perform quite well. So looking at Sui, I just wanted to show you some recent news that I'd heard that's only really within the last week or two, and that's that Robinhood has listed Sui for trading in the US. And for price action, guys, this is a really, really positive thing. I'm going to put this as a green tick because of the fact that you want your coin to be listed on as many exchanges as possible, and especially tier 1 exchanges, because the more exchanges that your coin is listed on essentially means that there's more accessibility for the average investor to get involved in a coin. It's easier for them to buy a coin because they don't have to download a different app or multiple different apps, right, just to get one coin. You want your coin to be able to be purchased by as many people as possible in as easy way as possible, and this is a really, really amazing thing to see. Next thing, I wanted to show you this, and I thought it was quite surprising, really, due to the fact that Sui hasn't really been around for that long, and we can see that the SEC approves conversion of Bitwise 10 crypto index fund into an ETF holding for the following cryptocurrencies, and we can see here that Sui is on here, and I've just crossed it out, but Sui is one of the newest coins on here. It may well even be the newest coin on here, and this again, to me, indicates the growing use case, the awareness that institutions, $1 billion, even $1 trillion, are starting to see the use case in Sui, and they believe in its long-term price action because they wouldn't list this to their customers if they didn't believe that they could make money and even the people holding it would make money. So this is really, really positive to see. Next thing, and I only just noticed this recently, and I think it's really, really interesting. It's the fact that Sui has an absolutely massive community here. It's got over 1.1 million followers on Twitter, and this is quite surprising as well. They posted something very recently, within even this month, 2-3 weeks ago, and it's got 6 million impressions. And this, to me, indicates the sheer size of the community that Sui has. I know we got the likes of Altcoin Daily and Raoul Pal following them and talking about them and being very bullish, but I still think that you're not finding many other coins in this space that are going to post something on X and within a couple of weeks get over 6 million impressions. This is a massive community, guys. This is people. A lot of people care about this coin, and a lot of people believe that it can do amazingly well and are invested in this coin. I'm one who does also believe that it can do well, although I need to start building my position. Next, saw this as well, thought it was super interesting. It's the fact that Sui has now surpassed over 100 billion in stablecoin transfer. So if anyone talks about how a coin is dead, well, they can look at this and see that Sui is absolutely booming, and it's actually by a quite significant margin here. This is showing the adoption. It's showing that people are using the network, and people wouldn't use a network if they didn't trust it, they didn't believe it worked. Like, why would you use a network if it was slow, it was unreliable, it went down all the time, right? So Sui is a coin that actually works. That's why it has this high number of people using it, and it's obviously very fast, and it's got a lot of use cases, especially with gaming and a lot of things like that. And I wanted to show you some of the partnerships that Sui has achieved over the last couple of years, and I think that this has played a massive role in their performance. And the first one is Google Cloud. And you've got to think about this, guys. Google is a multiple trillion dollar company. Why would they partner with this cryptocurrency and this blockchain if it didn't actually do anything, if it didn't benefit their company in order to improve their service and for both of them to make money? So I think that when we see a lot of coins partnering with these big companies, it's often a domino effect. So that's why, like we mentioned here, this is back in April 2023, and that's been a domino effect now for the 8th of May, only a couple months ago now, and we've seen that Adidas is now partnered with Sui in the form of a gaming project offering NFTs, and I think this is just the beginning, really. I think that partnerships are just going to grow and grow. The more bigger ones that we have on here, the higher potential that Sui has to perform well, and overall the positive sentiment and narrative that we do see for Sui investors. And I wanted to show you a profit taking strategy just as a hypothetical one. Again, I haven't got my numbers written down for Sui as I need to build a position, but a way that I would recommend doing it is a 20% out checkout mark. So the first one would be you take your first 20% out, you get your initial investment out, and you've eliminated quite a lot of the risk. You then take another 20% out as it goes up. Of course, you have all your numbers written down in a spreadsheet. You find a way to hold yourself accountable. You take another 20% out, another 20% out. So at this point, you've taken 80% of your investment out in here. By number 2, number 3, you've definitely get all of your initial investment out. You're way into profits up here, and in the last 20% out, because you've made all the money and eliminated all the risk on the way up, you can leave the last 20% for a moon bag. Doesn't matter if you make money or lose money, so you can hold that for as long as possible. And in theory, if you can play it right, not necessarily trying to time it, but you can make the most amount of money on your last initial one, even more than what you made on your first, second, or even third together, just by one, right? And you've eliminated all that risk. So hopefully, guys, this has provided you some value with why this is your final warning for Sui. It's got a lot of potential, and I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.